Hello there, my name's Sam Yates. I'm from the grassroots team at the FA, and we're going to go through all of the My Account section across all of our FA sites. So the first thing to notice is that this site, to keep your data as secure as we possibly can, has something called multi-factor authentication, which basically means we require two ways to get into the system. So you can see you've got your email and your password already in. What I'm going to do next is tap on sign in. When I tap sign in, the multi-factor authentication will click in, and you can see now it asks me to send a code to myself. So I'm going to tap on send code, and then you can see now I've got the option to add in my verification code. So once your codes come through, this code is unique every single time. So every time you need to use your verification code, you will have to get a new code every time. It will send through to your email. You tap in your code, click on verify code, and you can see it's been verified, and I can now continue. So the first thing you'll see is all of your data, which is your fan record. So you can see in there, we've got your fan, your date of birth, and your caps as well if you've got in the England Supporters Club. If I scroll down slightly, you can see any children that are associated to my account, and also any parents or carers linked to my account as well. Scrolling down even further, I've got my contact details, which you can edit and verify and change. So if your email address is changed, for instance, or you've got maybe a specific club one you wanted to go to, you can put it in there, or just by tapping the pencil icons, you can update that data at any time. Things like the emergency contact and emergency contact number are things that can pull through if you're a player, put into the club portal for your club to see and to view. Going a bit further down, I have my playing details. Obviously, I don't play, not that good. And also you have what's called my consent. So your club, if you're a player, you may request online consent, which basically is you're giving your consent to play for that team for that season. And that consent can last for 5 years. If you want to remove it, you can tap on manage consent, and it will take you to the consent part of our players portal. And you can remove that if you've maybe come to the end of the season and you want a new club to go to. Going further down, if you've got any refereeing qualifications assigned to you, you can view all of your referee details here. And further down, you can see your registered county and what you're able to officiate in. So in this instance, mine's down for open age football only. Scrolling back further down again, I now have any memberships that I've currently signed up to as part of the FA. So things like My England Football, which I'll talk about later, FA Player, etc. So I'm going to go back up to the top, and you can see I have these 4 or 5 different options across the top. So if I tap on safeguarding, I now have all of my safeguarding details. So that's my DBS and my safeguarding qualifications. You can see here the date they've been completed, and if they expire, it will give you their expiry date. So nice and simple, nice and easy to view. If you want to print this page, maybe to take to a club, if you're joining a new club as a coach, for instance, you can take a copy of this page just by clicking print this page. And you can see it gives you a preview of what it will look like, and it just means that you have a hard physical copy if somebody wants to check the status of your qualifications that you have got. If I go across again, we've got learning, and again this shows you all of your different qualifications you've gained, and that's split down into the different areas, so refereeing, coaching, whatever it might be. So your top line qualifications are across the top. I've got my UEFA diploma status here, it could be level 1, introduction to coaching football, whatever it might be is here. Your first aid, your safeguarding, and your DBS. If I scroll down again, I've got my different options, so my core qualifications, my CPD qualifications. So the core ones, again, I can scroll back and see which ones I've completed in the past, up to the most modern, the most recent. Again, scrolling down, I've got my CPD, referee qualifications, safeguarding qualifications, medical, and then any other qualifications that I may have obtained through the FA's sites. So now we're in preferences. Preferences where you can opt in to hear from the FA and from your county FA on all things about that's relevant to your role. And there's also the opportunity to listen to, or to hear other things that you're interested in across the FA, the football landscape we have. So you can just give you a little tick to opt in. If I scroll a bit further down, I also have the opportunity to really be specific on what I want to hear about. So it could be that if I want to hear about learning and volunteering, if I just tap on the plus, you can see I can just specifically listen to coaching, refereeing, volunteering resources, or I might select all because I want to hear about them all. They're all relevant to me. So you can really dictate what you hear about from the FA. Again, same with playing. You get your player stats. If you're a player in the adult game and your league uses full time, you will get a weekly email. just looking at your performance from the weekend, comparing you and your team across your different leagues. And that comes in nicely bundled one, which also comes across with some really good benefits as well, thanks to Nike. And at the bottom here, you have the opportunity to opt into your county FA as well, your local county FA. That basically means you'll get the most relevant information into your inbox whenever you require it. So I would always recommend give your county FA opt-in and your FA opt-in so that you don't miss out on any information around grassroots football, the England teams, whatever you want to know. We also have a diversity and inclusion survey you can complete just by tapping that option across the top. And finally, we have our settings here, which basically is to just change your password should you need to do that. And then go back to my account, you can see back to your details. You can change anything you need to do just by tapping the pencil icon. You can update any of your details at any time. So that's the whole of my account. Just a couple of things to note. If you're looking to completely change your name and date of birth, you probably can't. If you need to do that, just head to grassrootstechnology.thefa.com and you can submit a new ticket. That will go to the support team who will be able to update that detail for you. Obviously, what we don't want to happen is someone to completely become a new person, potentially bypass any maybe red card suspension that they may have picked up. So that's why it's locked down. So that's all you need to know about myaccount.thefa.com, your account across all of the FA sites.